Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Tales of Iron for the PS4. Tales of Iron is a side-scrolling adventure game developed by Odd Bug Studio. You play as Reggie, a royal rat who has to reclaim his kingdom from the merciless Frog Clan. So what is it like to play? In terms of controls, Reggie can attack, block and parry. You can jump, drink ale to replenish your health and switch weapons. Sadly though, the movement and combat actions are pretty slow, sluggish and lacking a responsive, fluid feel. Now this makes the combat dueling quite tiresome and pretty painful. Saying that, the duels they do become quite intense with a slow and deliberate combat style. This isn't a button bashing combat experience either, it's very much about tactics, being on your guard and learning the enemy attack pattern. This also applies to the boss fights, which can be very frustrating at first, but with practice they're not that bad. Sadly, if you get stuck on a boss, there isn't a great deal of other things to do, which could result in sort of player apathy, I would say. On your adventure, Reggie will find new weapons and armour. New items can be crafted if you've got the necessary supplies. What items you carry dictate your weight limit, and if you wear too much, it's not going to help you in those tough combat situations. In terms of enemies, it's not just frogs that you'll be dealing with, you have to contend with other bugs too, but some gear has sort of special immunities to certain types of animals, which really does help, so you can always switch your loadout around. The game world is a relatively small place with limited places to visit, and the adventure does become quite linear. As you progress, you'll watch your kingdom rebuild, and that is a very satisfying part of the overall progression, I'd say. But the main missions, and in particular the side quests, lack any real quality or variety. There are way too many fetch quests, go here, go there, fight this, fight that, collect this, come back, etc. It's really primitive stuff, pretty basic, and I think they could have done a lot better. In terms of graphics, Tales of Iron has a delightful art style with hand-drawn characters, beautiful details and a very atmospheric land to explore. The sound is wonderful with a fantastic score of delightful medieval music. The ambient sound effects and the atmospheric touches really do help you immerse too. But for me, the best audio feature is the narrator, played by the voice actor from the Witcher series.
For centuries and longer, rats have fought tirelessly to repel the incessant frog invasions. Peace was only ever short-lived, until finally a young monarch rose to power. The grubs were gone. The farmer could now make the best freshly squeezed bug juice in all ratdom. Reggie liked it with bits.
It adds a really warm character to the narrative and it's just pitch perfect in terms of style. Okay, what's good and what's bad? What's good? The graphics are gorgeous and full of great detail. The music, sound effects and narrative are perfect. Combat is tense, engaging and tactical, and it's a satisfying experience watching your kingdom grow back. Bad points: the quests are basic, repetitive and quite dull. The controls and character movements are slow, sluggish and frustrating, and underneath the great presentation, the core gameplay is incredibly limited. So what is the verdict? Tales of Iron is a solid adventure game that has some redeeming features such as the tense combat, lovely graphics and stellar audio. But it's the gameplay that fails to deliver. It's a game that started out fantastically, but the longer I played it, the less I enjoyed it. As I said, once the visuals and the audio excellence fade away, it reveals an incredibly generic game. Like, it's good for an hour, then it will frustrate you, but you'll always come back for more. It's just a shame the gameplay doesn't live up to the 10 out of 10 aesthetics. So, not a bad game, but not a classic either. Probably something to pick up when it's on sale as opposed to full price. So scoring wise, I would give Tales of Iron 7 out of 10. Okay, that was the review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.